Good morning, folks. Chris Lito here, New Jersey, Delaware Bay editor of the Fisherman magazine, and welcome to another online video fishing report for this week. First off, I want to send a congratulations to Mike Iaconelli for winning the Bassmaster Elite Series tournament on the Delaware River. Ike timed the tides really perfectly to hit those high water spots and boated limits of largemouth bass to win the tournament going away. He really proved that knowledge of the home waters paid dividends on this tournament. There were some awesome Fluke tournaments over the weekend. Fluking is red hot with fish to 12 pounds. The Staten Island Tuna Club's Grandpa Savino was won by the crew of the Little Texas. They had an 11.2 pound fluke, and that paid out over $25K for a fish over 10 pounds. Awesome job. The saltwater anglers of Bergen County had their Fluke tournament, and it was won by Sean Smeda. He and his wife are expecting in December, so the payouts are really going to pay dividends in the Smeda household. He also took the Calcuttas in the Jersey Coast Shark Anglers tournament and that tournament. The Jersey Coast Shark Anglers was won by Dennis Eisenberg with a 10-pound fluke. Big flatties up and down the region. Last week I had said that Nelson Roman was the winner of the JCAA Fluke tournament out of the Atlantic Highlands port. He was actually the captain aboard Roman Round, and that tournament was won by Mike Corcoran. He had the winning fish. Other inshore action is being dominated by croakers, snapper blues, and crabbing. The croakers are on fire. The Fisherman out of the Highlands is running some night trips, and they're getting croakers and porgies. The snappers are all over the ocean front, all over the bay. And the Dock Outfitters Pier was loaded with crabbers, catching their limits of blue claws. And hey, they even got into some blowfish on the end of the pier on little bits of clam. North and South Jersey is experiencing some great sharking, inshore and offshore. Mike Kalinchuk, Sean Kalinchuk, and Steve Harasimchuk ran his little 17-foot aluminum out to the mud hole. They had a big hammerhead, 2 makos, some mahi, and they had bluefin tuna busting around the boat. Nick Konashevsky and I were doing some filming for a pilot, and we caught some brown sharks, but they were not able to stay on the line. We had 2 hits, and they both got off. Meanwhile, down in Brigantine, the brown shark fishing exploded. They had big brown sharks up to 50, 60 pounds right off the beach on bunker and mackerel. Delaware flounder action is picking up really nicely offshore on the soft bottom areas, but also just drifting off of the old grounds is producing some really big flatties down in Delaware. Offshore fishing, get this, is a daytime chunk bite. Trolling had been working on yellowfin, bluefin, and mahi and wahoo, but now the boats are starting to bait during the daylight hours and see some impressive catches. Captain Alan Lee on the Mushin came back with a report late Sunday night. They had yellowfin tuna, longfin on the chunk using light leaders, and then got up on the troll for a little bit and released 2 white marlin. Go figure, the day chunk. That's why they call it fishing, and that's what's also amazing about our fishery right now. There's so much diversity from inshore tog and triggerfish to offshore tuna. For now, this is Chris Lito with the Fisherman magazine reporting live from the field.